Yo, picture this. You're standing inside one of the most secretive, high-tech automotive factories in the world, and right in front of you is a Bugatti V16 engine, raw, untamed, and screaming potential even before it's alive. This isn't just some engine you throw in a car and call it a day. Nah, bro, this is a masterpiece of precision, obsession, and pure engineering chaos. Every single component in this beast is designed, tested, and handcrafted to handle over 2,500 horsepower while staying smooth enough to be driven every day. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show exactly how this monster is born, piece by piece, bolt by bolt. Trust me, once you see this, you'll never look at a hypercar engine the same way. Again, it all starts with the raw materials, because nothing legendary is built on cheap parts. Aluminum, titanium, and high-grade steel come in massive sheets and billets. These aren't just random metals. They're specially treated to withstand insane heat pressure and RPMs that would destroy a normal engine. Engineers spend months selecting alloys that will flex just enough but never break. Then, the machining begins. And I'm not talking about some slow factory process. This is CNC machines running at precision levels you can't even imagine, cutting every cylinder, every crankshaft, and every piston to micron-level tolerances. If a single millimeter is off, this engine won't make it past testing. That's how serious Bugatti is. While the raw materials are being machined, designers and engineers are working in parallel. They're obsessing over every airflow path, every turbo placement, every exhaust bend. It's not just about making an engine powerful. It's about making it sing, breathe, and dominate the road. The V16 engine isn't just a number. It's an orchestration of 16 cylinders firing in perfect harmony, paired with quad turbochargers that can literally make your hair stand on end. Engineers calculate heat distribution, boost pressure, and cylinder cooling using advanced simulation software, making sure that the engine will remain stable, even when pushed to 270 plus p. Then comes the first hands-on step assembly of the crankcase and cylinder block. These giant engine blocks are massive pieces of aluminum that are light yet incredibly strong. Skilled technicians check every surface with calipers, laser tools, and gauges. Every hole, every bearing seat, every machined surface is checked twice, sometimes 3 times, because there's no margin for error. Once that's done, the pistons, connecting rods, and crankshaft start coming together like a well-choreographed dance. Each part is greased, measured, and fitted by hand. Robots assist in some repetitive tasks, but the heart of the engine is human craftsmanship. Next up, the valve train and cylinder heads. Bugatti doesn't cut corners here either. The cylinder heads are machined with insane precision, and valves are hand-ground to perfect angles, ensuring maximum airflow and combustion efficiency. Every camshaft is checked for weight balance, every spring tested under pressure. This is where horsepower is born, bro. The tiniest imperfection here can cause vibration, misfire, or catastrophic failure at high RPMs, and yes, these engines spin up to 8,000 RPM plus under extreme conditions. So precision isn't just important, it's life or death for the engine. By now, the engine is starting to take shape. You can see the raw potential even before the turbochargers are attached. And speaking of turbos, that's the next insane step. Bugatti doesn't just slap a turbo on. Each of the 4 turbos is hand-balanced and tuned, mounted in a way that the engine's airflow is optimized for maximum efficiency and insane power delivery. Wastegates, intercoolers, and piping are all meticulously aligned. Even the tiniest misalignment could cost performance or reliability. This is engineered perfection. Bro, while all this is happening, the lubrication and cooling systems are being built in parallel. Remember, this engine produces enough heat to boil a small swimming pool in minutes, so engineers design custom oil pumps, coolant channels, and radiators that circulate fluids perfectly, keeping the engine alive at max performance. Every pipe fitting and gasket is hand-checked, making sure there's zero chance of leak or failure under extreme conditions. And here's the part that blows your mind: the electronics and sensors. This isn't just a dumb engine. It's a brainy hypercar motor. Sensors monitor temperature, pressure, airflow, turbo speed, and knock, and feed data to the car's ECU. The ECU can adjust every parameter in real time, ensuring the engine delivers insane power while protecting itself from damage. Wiring is meticulously routed, tested, and insulated to survive the extreme heat and vibration. By now, the engine is looking like a work of art. Metal, wires, and turbos perfectly aligned, waiting for the final touch, testing. and testing is where the engine earns its stripes. Each V16 is placed on a dyno, spun up and pushed beyond normal limits. Engineers watch every gauge, listen to every vibration, and analyze every RPM. This isn't just about power, it's about consistency, reliability, and performance under extreme conditions. If anything fails, even a tiny sensor, the engine is disassembled, corrected, and rebuilt. There are no shortcuts in a Bugatti engine. Every unit must be perfect, bro. By now you can see why a Bugatti V16 is more than just an engine, it's a masterpiece. It's human obsession, machining precision, turbocharged insanity, and engineering brilliance all rolled into one. Every bolt, every valve, every turbo tells a story of craftsmanship, precision, and performance that few cars in the world can even touch. And we haven't even talked about how it sounds yet. That signature Bugatti growl? That's engineered art, tuned by humans and computers to deliver goosebumps. Every time you hit the throttle, all right, now that the engine is basically a beast waiting to roar, it's time to see how all that raw power gets married to the rest of the car. This is where things start to feel real, where the V16 doesn't just sit on a dyno. Anymore, it becomes the heart of a hypercar that can smash 0-60 in 2.5 seconds. And man, the level of precision here, it's insane. Every inch of the engine bay, every mount, every bracket is measured, double-checked and hand-fitted. There's zero room for error because this engine doesn't just move the car, it defines it. First up, the engine mounting process. You might think an engine just slides in and bolts down, right? Nah, bro. Each V16 is aligned in the chassis to the fraction of a millimeter, balancing weight distribution perfectly front to back. Engineers even calculate how the engine's weight will affect suspension dynamics, cornering and traction. Once it's bolted in, the transmission comes next. Bugatti doesn't just slap a gearbox on. The 7-speed dual-clutch transaxle is hand-assembled, fluid-tested, and married to the engine in a choreographed ballet of hydraulic pressure, sensors, and torque alignment. The goal is flawless power delivery, instant, brutal, and smooth all at once. Next, it's time to hook up the cooling systems and turbo plumbing. Remember those quad turbos? They're mounted in perfect symmetry, and the intercoolers are carefully fitted so that air flows perfectly across the engine bay. Every coolant hose, every oil line, every turbo intake is hand-routed and secured. Engineers test flow rates, temperatures, and pressure to make sure nothing chokes the engine when it's screaming at 8,000 RPM. It's crazy to watch. Bro, like every tube has its own purpose, and every part is connected to a bigger story of performance. Once the plumbing is set, the electronics come alive. This V16 isn't dumb, it's basically a rocket-powered computer. The ECU is loaded with all the performance maps, turbo boost curves, fuel mixtures, and ignition timing that make the engine roar without destroying itself. Sensors are calibrated, and engineers run a series of tests where the engine is pushed through simulated track conditions. Every microsecond of data is analyzed. Temperature spikes, turbo lag, fuel efficiency, vibration frequencies, you name it. Nothing gets left to chance because in a Bugatti, even a tiny glitch can ruin the performance. Then comes the exhaust system. And this is where the magic happens. The exhaust pipes are custom formed, welded and tuned so that the engine not only performs perfectly but also sounds like an alien beast growling to life. Every bend, muffler, and outlet is engineered for resonance, back pressure, and tone. This isn't just noise. This is emotion in metal. That unmistakable Bugatti V16 sound, the low rumble at idle, the high-pitched scream at full throttle comes from hundreds of hours of tuning and testing after the engine, transmission, cooling, and exhaust are in place. The next focus is final assembly and integration. The Hypercar isn't just about power, it's about harmony. Technicians install suspension components, brake systems, steering assemblies, and even the intricate adaptive electronics that control torque vectoring, active suspension, and traction. Every system communicates with the engine, creating a seamless network of performance. Imagine dozens of computers, sensors, and hydraulic systems talking to each other in real time. Yeah, that's what makes a Bugatti handle like it's on rails even at yonder plus. While all this is happening, the interior integration is happening too. Bugatti interiors aren't just luxury, they're precision-crafted command centers. Hand-stitched leather seats, Alcantara accents, carbon fiber trim, and ergonomic dashboards are installed piece by piece. Every button, switch, and screen is calibrated to feel tactile yet high-tech. And yeah, the steering wheel is designed so that when you push the throttle, it feels like an extension of your hand. It's insane how much detail goes into even the smallest interior elements, because this hypercar isn't just fast, it's an experience now. Comes preliminary engine testing inside the car. This is where things get next level. The engine is started, warmed up, and put through low-speed runs while engineers monitor everything. Turbo spool, oil pressure, coolant temperatures, exhaust tones, all of it is checked in real time. If something's off, even slightly, the engine is shut down and adjusted. This attention to detail is what separates Bugatti from every other car. It's not about building fast cars. It's about building perfect cars that push the boundaries of physics. Once everything passes initial tests, it's time for dyno testing in-car and track simulations. This is the moment where the engine truly proves itself. The V16 is pushed through all RPM ranges, from idle to max under simulated stress conditions. Engineers watch power output, torque curves, and heat management closely. They even simulate extreme weather, conditions, and altitude changes to make sure this hypercar performs anywhere in the world. By the end of this phase, the engine has proven itself as not only insanely powerful, but also bulletproof under extreme conditions. Finally, the car goes through final quality control. Every panel gap, every weld, every torque specification is checked again. Engineers even walk around the car listening for vibrations, testing the steering feel and inspecting the tiniest details. The Bugatti V16 engine, now fully integrated, isn't just a machine, it's a symphony of engineering, human skill, and obsessive attention to detail. And when that engine fires up for the first full throttle test, it's like hearing a masterpiece come to life. By now, the Bugatti V16 engine isn't just an engine. It's a living, breathing, engineered monster. But the factory work isn't done yet. Before this hypercar can hit the streets, it goes through final testing that would make normal cars cry. First up, the engineers take it to a controlled indoor track, pushing the car through every possible scenario. Tight corners, full throttle acceleration, hard braking, and simulated high-speed runs. They're looking for any hint of imperfection, from vibration frequencies to thermal expansion in the engine and exhaust. Everything is measured, recorded, and analyzed. Nothing leaves the factory that isn't perfect. Next comes the road simulation tests. This isn't just about speed, it's about real-world drivability. The V16 engine, despite its insane horsepower, has to be smooth at city speeds, responsive at highway speeds, and rock solid on the track. Engineers test gear shifts, throttle response, turbo spool, and suspension dynamics under different conditions. Every click, every rumble, every exhaust note is carefully evaluated. The goal? Make sure that when a customer pushes the pedal, the car responds like it's reading their mind. Meanwhile, the final aesthetic checks are happening in parallel. Every panel, trim, and interior piece is inspected under specialized lighting to catch imperfections invisible to the naked eye. The leather is stroked, the carbon fiber is polished, and the paint is analyzed for depth, shine, and consistency. These cars aren't just fast, they're works of art that people stare at in awe. If a single detail isn't flawless, it goes back to the bench. Bugatti doesn't compromise. After these inspections, it's time for the final calibration of the engine electronics. The ECU is fine-tuned one last time, turbo boost mapped to perfection, fuel injection curves adjusted, and traction controls synchronized with suspension settings. The V16 isn't just powerful, it's smart, adaptive, and tuned for maximum performance with zero compromise on reliability. Sensors are rechecked, data logs analyzed, and engineers run the car through virtual simulations one more time to ensure everything is perfect. Then comes the dyno validation. This is where the engine proves itself again, this time integrated with the full drivetrain. Every cylinder firing, every turbo spinning, every oil and coolant channel is monitored. Engineers compare the data with the initial benchmarks, making micro adjustments to ensure peak performance matches Bugatti standards. This is the phase where the car earns its stripes. It's no longer just a collection of parts. It's a machine built to dominate every road, track, and speed test in existence. Once the engine and car pass all these extreme tests, it's time for customer-level prep. The car is cleaned, detailed, and polished until it gleams like liquid metal. Interior controls are reset, infotainment systems updated, and every last bolt is double-checked. Even shipping crates are designed to protect the hypercar during transport. Every owner expects a flawless experience from the moment the car leaves the factory, and Bugatti ensures they get it. Now let's talk about the emotional side of this masterpiece. Imagine seeing the engine fire up for the first time. The V16 growl vibrating through the factory floor. Every engineer, every technician, every designer involved feels that moment. It's a combination of pride, obsession, and exhilaration. Years of planning, machining, assembly, testing, and tuning all come together in one deafening, beautiful roar. This isn't just engineering, it's art in motion. Finally, the Bugatti is loaded onto a transport truck or shipped directly to a customer. Even the logistics are precise. These aren't cars that get handled casually. They're prized engineering gems. And the care taken during shipping is just another step in ensuring perfection. And when that hypercar finally reaches its owner, the engine isn't just a power plant, it's a symbol of obsession, innovation, and human achievement. So next time you hear a Bugatti screaming past you on the highway, remember what's under that hood. That V16 engine wasn't thrown together. It was meticulously machined, obsessively assembled, tuned to perfection, tested to extremes, and handled with absolute care. It's a testament to what happens when human skill, cutting-edge technology, and relentless passion collide. Every piston, every turbo, every valve tells a story of engineering, brilliance, and automotive obsession. And that, my friends, is why a Bugatti V16 engine isn't just an engine, it's a living legend. From raw metal to road-ready hypercar, every step is about precision, obsession, and performance that defies belief. It's more than horsepower. It's a masterpiece of human ingenuity. By the time the credits roll or the video ends, your viewers should be awestruck, informed, and craving more hypercar content. They now understand that building a Bugatti engine is not just manufacturing. It's a story of obsession, speed, and art. And bro, that's the kind of storytelling that keeps people hitting replay, sharing the video, and commenting. I can't believe this level of engineering exists.